Morning everyone, welcome to DOdaily. Wake up to walk. It's Des here, ready to attack the day and ready to attack an absolutely massive weekend ahead. I'm out and about as usual on a Friday morning, doing what I do to come to terms with the day, process what's gone by, and to really look forward. And as I've already alluded to, it's definitely a case of that on this particular weekend. I'll come to that shortly. Just to let you know where I am, I'm down by the Trent, a place you'll find me quite often. I love getting out and about to do wake up to walk, but I kind of default back to this location, and today there was no real doubt of why I was going to come here. Tomorrow, of course, if you've been watching DOdaily, if you know me personally, is a huge day. I'll be getting married to Kay. So I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to get to a place where I've taken so much from. I firmly believe it's played a massive part in my life. Being in this area, doing the things I do around the river, locations close to the bridge, have played a massive part of me in the last 6 or 7 years, and it's almost led me to Kay. So I think it's important today just to take a few minutes to reflect on that time, as well as saying a few words about the week gone by, about why it's important to get up and get out really early and just settle in to what's going to be an absolutely epic weekend. I can't contain my excitement now. I'm really sort of buzzing for it. People keep asking me if I'm nervous about the wedding. It's not a case of that. I'm just really sort of excited about what it's going to bring, really looking forward to the occasion, and of course what it all means. But again, still got to do some of the things I do to make sure I'm in the best possible position to enjoy it tomorrow. Getting out here for a walk on a breezy morning is probably the best way to explain it. It's not cold by any stretch, it's not wet yet. I'm hoping that holds off for the weekend, but being out in the fresh air, it's just giving myself the chance to clear a few thoughts and to be able to move on to what I need to do next. Got quite a big job to do today, to be honest. Got to put my speech together. Been thinking about it for a good few weeks now, what I'm going to say and how I'm going to articulate things. Of course, DOdaily gives me an opportunity to almost piece that together. Some of the things I say, I'm quite open and candid, honest about the way I'm feeling, and honest about my emotions, you know, without getting too emotional. Kind of gives me an opportunity to wear life on my sleeve. I guess that's what I do these days. And with the speech, where I've got to do that in public, it gives me a chance to practice, just sort of getting up there and saying a few words. Not too worried about that either, in all honesty, but like I say, this gives me an opportunity, getting out first thing, to almost clear my head of any of the things I've had to think about this week. It's been another busy one, with 1 or 2 hiccups in the way, 1 or 2 other big plans, going to football matches and the toothache I was experiencing midweek. So through those times, it was probably a little bit harder to think about how I'm going to put everything together, particularly in the speech, how the weekend's going to pan out. But now, having got out here, got up early, as I always do on a Friday morning, I've got the opportunity to start looking forward, and that's what it's all about. I'd urge anybody to get out, whatever you've got to do this weekend. For me, of course, it's huge. It's going to be the biggest day of my life, I guess. But I'd urge anybody to take this time, especially if you've got something you want to think about, you want to process, because just to reiterate the things I've said already, it's so important for me today, especially when I need to get my words right, when I need to get my thinking cap on a little bit. If I tried to do this as soon as I got out of bed, feeling a bit tired from the late nights and the toothache which kept me up all night a couple of days ago, if I tried to get straight on with it, just wouldn't happen. It wouldn't piece together. And it's the same with whether it's a speech or whether it's work or whether it's just trying to get out about your daily business. I think there's so much you can take from getting out and getting in some activity. Get those endorphins flowing. I've already said how excited I am about the weekend. In recent months, I've been talking about a pre-match run when I get excited about the football, get those endorphins flowing. And I guess that's what I'm doing now. Tomorrow, I'll be getting up early to do park run. People are like, what are you doing park run on the day you get married? Absolutely. It's been a massive part of what I do. It's almost something me and Kay share together as well. Many occasions, myself and friends go along to these things. But again, it's something to get myself going, get myself sort of feeling normal, but sort of like I'm attacking the day, and on the big day, get the endorphins flowing. Doing it now to psych myself up for that speech, to some nice plans this evening to settle in and know everything's done. But then park run in the morning, I use it like that pre-match run to almost get the endorphins flowing, to throw them in with the excitement. And I've said it many times, it almost creates a little bit of a drug. Do you know, it's like a concoction of drugs, and you just end up thinking, wow, what a fantastic day. Also the fact that, yes, I am doing part one because it's something I love, on a day that's going to be so special, because why wouldn't I? I say it on birthdays and Christmas. People always say to me, you ain't doing part one on your birthday, are you? Yes, because it's not a chore. It's not a chore. I don't see it that way. I see it as something I enjoy. Yeah, of course, exercise is not easy. It takes a bit of effort, it takes time, but you have to find it. Believe me, I could be using this time to do something else, but it would all be false economy on what I'd said. It'd be really sort of, it'd be contradictory, because I just need it, like I say, for all those reasons. Turning back into the wind, hopefully it's not interfering too much, but turning back into the wind, definitely waking me up. And already I've been out 10-15 minutes, feeling a little bit groggy, as I always do on a Friday. There's no difference there, is there? But now I feel much better, much more awake. Gonna go and get a spot of breakfast, get something to eat, and then just be calm about what I need to do. It's been the biggest job for me in many ways. Kay will probably kill me for saying that. Her and her family and her friends and one or two of our mutual friends have put so much into the wedding itself, probably more than I have, apart from doing certain things. And I can't thank them enough. But for me, this is like the biggest job because it's something I want to get right. I'm not worried about saying it. I'm not even worried about what I'm going to write. I've been thinking about it long enough. But it's just putting it all together. It's one of those big jobs what I talk about. We should really get done first, because once that's out of the way, you can properly look forward to things. Do you know, it's important. I spoke about that on Thursday Thoughts yesterday on the live episode. Check that out. But today, now I've done this, I feel like it's not too much of a problem that I've got it to do. And again, on a day when I've not got a great deal else to do, other people are finalising the plans. It's fantastic for me to be able to sit back in my own space and basically reflect on all the things I want to say, I want to do. Always talk about on a Friday how much it's about reflection and reconciling everything. I guess a wedding is reconciling a relationship, you know, and realising that this is going to be the way. This is going to be the way forward. So I'm really, really excited and still as happy and content with the decisions I've made to this point. I'm really, really enjoying what I do. And on a Friday, whilst I'm out getting in some activity around this amazing location, once again, I can't reiterate how much I get from it. I will just say the wedding itself is just over Trentbridge Cricket Ground. You see the floodlight there. The running clubs are just over there. Forest is just there. And I live just a few roads back there. I'm absolutely happy and content. I mentioned the words there. Absolutely love the things I do. Absolutely Love the fact I'm getting married to the person I love the most in the world. It's a fantastic time for me, you know, but I've had to work at this over the last few years. It's not been easy. What Kay allows me to be is myself. And when others might scoff and wonder what the hell I'm going to do next, full of crazy ideas and things to try and support and encourage and help people, Kay allows me to be that person who just presses ahead and gets it done. Eternally grateful for that. Eternally grateful for having all of this and feeling like the luckiest man in the world. And I'm kind of going to end there. Wanted to talk about tomorrow, of course, because it's at the forefront of mine and a lot of people's minds. I wanted to do it from this location because it's been so important. There's going to be lots of important references over the weekend through that speech, and I guess when I come back on Monday to tell you all how it's been. DOdaily doesn't stop because of what's happening. It's a part of what's happening. I love getting on, getting my thoughts out. Hopefully you guys take something from it. Those people looking in can see how we can be positive and enthusiastic, how we can appreciate. When we appreciate the things we have, things get a whole lot better. The last 5 years of being with Kay have proved that. And this weekend, get to rubber stamp everything and make it permanent. When it becomes the normal, it gets even better. Until Monday, guys, have an absolutely fantastic weekend. I'm sure I'm going to have the best one ever. Really, really excited. Just doing it.